What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Playmaker pod. I'm your host, Isaac. This is Joseph. And I'm going to let you get started with this. I'm going to let you introduce the first topic because you've been hitting on this team quite a bit. So I'm going to let
I'm still fine with hating on the team because yesterday, I don't know, did you watch the game yesterday?
Yeah.
Like the whole game? Yesterday it wasn't the team.
Yeah.
It was Jimmy Butler. And Jimmy Butler, I have respect for Jimmy Butler. I didn't have respect for the team. I'm starting to lose respect. I'm starting to lose respect for Bam a little bit. I'm starting to get. Yeah. He does not he gives you the defense, but it's like he had like 15 points yesterday. Like he hasn't been there offensively.
Yeah. Brook Lopez was the best guy in Milwaukee yesterday.
Yeah. Well, Giannis had a triple double, so I don't know about that one. Giannis had a triple double.
How much did Brook Lopez have? Brook Lopez had over 30. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he had 36. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, it's the top two for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, what is it called? But yeah, he was Jimmy Butler yesterday, not Jimmy Butler. I have respect for Jimmy Butler already. I already respected Jimmy Butler for a while. It's not that I'm worried about. I'm worried about the rest of his team because could tell Jimmy Butler scoring 56 points to come back and beat Milwaukee. Cause they were down by double digits until Jimmy Butler just went nuclear at the end of that game. I still don't have respect for the team because the team still doesn't show me, except for Butler. Cause Butler can win them the series. He's winning them the series mostly him.
He won game. What was it?
Yeah.
Before? He won game 4 for sure.
Yeah.
First quarter, he had like 20 points. He started like 10 for. I can't even remember, bro. He hit like 6 for 7 like straight shots, bro. It was insane. Just in the first quarter alone. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy Butler. Yeah, I have respect for him. Like, what is it called? The rest of his team is just like fucking the Max. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Max
Oh yeah, yeah. Max Strus is just fucking cardio. 17 minutes. He didn't record anything except for 2 turnovers. Like, and then what? Caleb Martin was probably the best. Was probably the second. Duncan Robinson and him. Duncan Robinson's like finally doing something. Yeah. After all the money that they paid him, he's finally doing something. So I'll give him and Martin.
Heroes.
Yeah. Okay. Him and Martin, pretty solid. Kyle Lowry, except I forgot what game was it? Oh no, it was the playing game where he fucking went off. It was that game against Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the game where he went off. Yeah, he really hasn't done much. He's still alright though. He's 6 points, 4. He's putting up like CP3 numbers regular season, but yeah, a little bit worse. But Bam is disappointing me. He's been the biggest disappointment from this team.
Yeah, they're gonna need him to step up though.
Gabe Vincent too, 4 for 13 from the field, man. It was basically like this is just like it was Jimmy Butler just fucking.
Butler. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That game was all Jimmy Butler. That shit was all Jimmy Butler. But I'll give it to him though. They made some defensive plays when they needed to. They're down the stretch.
Yeah.
That and I don't know, bro. Milwaukee couldn't hit a shot either. I guess that kind of helps. But
well, one of the Milwaukee's weaknesses is their half court offense, and that's what happened yesterday. Miami was pressuring their half court offense, and they couldn't get anything going. So that was really the biggest thing. That's one of their weaknesses. They're usually able to overcome that weakness. They weren't this game. But yeah, a lot of people are trying to slander Giannis that they're down 3-1. Giannis has only played 1 game in a quarter. So I don't understand this fucking slandering of Giannis. A lot of people are trying to slander. They're slandering Giannis. He's only played 1 game in a fucking quarter. So it's not really his fault. Like, yeah. I don't really
expected as soon as Giannis to come back for them to freaking automatically just win the series like that straight.
Yeah. This one wasn't really his fault either. It was Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday was making a bunch of shitty ass fucking plays. He was just like stumbling on the floor, turning over the ball. It was really on him. And Chris Middleton also did not play very good. 4 for 12 from him. He didn't play good. Drew Holiday 6 for 19. The only guy that's played good for even fucking Grayson Allen 2 for 6, Connaughton 2 for 8, Portis 2 for 6. The only guys that played good for them were Giannis and Brook Lopez.
Brook Lopez, yeah.
Exactly.
Other than that, I mean, I tell you, and they had the lead too for most of the time, bro. I don't know what the. Jimmy Butler just carried that team on his back, man.
They had like a 12-point lead with like 4 minutes to go, and then after that, Jimmy Butler just went off, and they couldn't guard him. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you're gonna lose games like this.
You could
But
tell from the first quarter that it was gonna be a crazy night from Jimmy. You could tell from
yeah,
like the very first quarter that he was about to do something crazy. But I mean, this is what you would come to expect out of him, playing in Miami. How many seasons has he been there in Miami? This is his 4th year, I'm pretty sure. His 4th year. He got a finals appearance, Eastern Conference Finals appearance, and then 1 year. I don't think they made the playoffs. I think they got eliminated early or something like that.
yeah. One of the years they got bounced by the Bucks in the first round. The year the
Okay.
it was the year the Bucks went to the finals.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I remember that one. That one was really competitive. But yeah, I tell you, he might be able to make another run. I tell you, he's been one of the best playoff performers in the Eastern Conference as of late.
Yeah. Yeah, this is really gonna have to be a one-man show though, because Bam is just like disappearing. He doesn't play defense either anymore. Like he had a couple of good defensive possessions on Giannis, but Brook Lopez was giving him the work yesterday, and Bam has not been playing like an All-NBA defender at all. And if he doesn't play like that, it's gonna be tough if Miami advances to the next round, which I think they will now. It's gonna be tough.
You actually think so?
Oh yeah, I should have just. I was thinking of. I remember I was thinking about it after game 1, just because I didn't know, to be honest. But I didn't want to fully commit to it. But I should have just committed to it. I should have just committed to it after that. You could
have. You were still like, I think the Bucks will still beat them even without Giannis and.
Yeah, I just didn't want to fully commit to it. And then you started talking, and you picked the Bucks too after that. You took the Bucks too after game 1, so I was like, oh, maybe I should just stick. I'm probably just gonna stick with the Bucks.
Yeah.
So I was like, I didn't want to fully commit to the fucking Heat yet, but if anybody, this Miami Heat team, the rest of the team is so weak right now that I can. It's still a possibility Milwaukee could come back, but I don't know if they can win 3. How many games did they win? 3.
They gotta for sure take Game 6 in Miami. That one's gonna be critical for them. Obviously they need to win Game 5 because they're gonna get put away. But I think Game 6 is where it's going to be really tough for them because they haven't won in Miami yet. And that home crowd is going to be – they're going to be cooking for them. I'm not going to lie. They're going to be going heavy for Miami to pull through and win this series. I think that one's going to be the most important game of the series for both teams. Miami needs to close them out. If there's a great chance to close them out, it's that game right there, Game 6. You bring them back to South Beach and – have the home crowd behind you, they get cooking, and then it's over for Milwaukee. You need to make sure, absolutely certain you take that one. If you take that one, you have 2 games of momentum behind you going back into Milwaukee for Game 7. Now you feel a lot more comfortable in that Game 7. Game 6, I think, is the most important one. And honestly, I think Miami takes it.
Tomorrow, a lot of people will still expect Milwaukee to win because Milwaukee is a 12-point favorite tomorrow. They're a 12-point favorite tomorrow. So, yeah, they still don't. Vegas still doesn't believe in the Miami's team that much, at least for tomorrow. I'm pretty sure they're like the favorite. They're like a slight favorite to win the series now. Like slight.
Oh yeah.
They're like minus 100, and Milwaukee's still close to them. So Vegas still doesn't believe in them that much. They think they're gonna win the series, but not by that much. But yeah, New York's gonna be a tough series for them too because I'm telling you, Bam can't fucking guard nobody. I don't know.
Randle, they're probably gonna want to put him on Julius Randle.
Yeah, and the thing is that what's it called? I'm not comparing Jalen Brunson to playoff Jimmy, but Jalen Brunson steps up in the playoffs too. Like he stepped up last year, and he's stepping up this year. So they're not like it's not an easy team. It's not like we beat Milwaukee and we're basically guaranteed a spot to the conference finals. It's not like that.
No, obviously.
Yeah,
bro. New York.
Yeah.
New York's been going crazy. Yeah, and I tell you, they got one of the worst.
New York's probably the favorite in the series. If I'm like they're gonna be the favorite. Yeah,
they will be. They have the better regular season.
They have the depth that Miami doesn't have. Miami's just missing if they had Tyler Hero, I'll probably give them a better chance to make it. Victor, but they don't have him. Even if they had kept PJ Tucker, they would probably still be an elite team. Mm-hmm. But they're missing those guys, and their bench is weak. Like I'm not gonna trust Gabe Vincent. I'm not trusting Max Strus. I don't even know if I'm trusting Kyle Lowry at this point of his career. The only players I really trust in that team is Jimmy Butler and Bam. And I don't know if I can trust Bam anymore because Bam is starting. Yeah. So it might just be Jimmy Butler that I can trust out of the whole team. Like that's legitimately what it's like. So yeah, Jimmy Butler, he's had my respect for a while, but this Miami Heat team, Bam still has some of my respect, but Bam might lose my respect if he continues to play like this in the playoffs, because he's not playing good.
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. I think I won't like fully lose respect for him after let's say he gets destroyed again by Milwaukee, but Miami was still able to pull out the series. I'd want to see what he does against New York. If he still gets cooked against New York, then that might be a problem for Miami. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'm kind of expecting him to get cooked by New York because he got cooked by Clint Capella, man, and Clint Capella's even fucking. He got cooked by Capella, and Capella's even worse than fucking. He's worse than Julius Randle. Way worse.
Capella's whole game inside.
Yeah. Yeah, he just got cooked.
Yeah.
That was the game. Capella had all the points in the paint against him, and he had 20 boards, and 18 of them were offensive boards too. So that was just getting cooked on offense. So
that's tough. Yeah. Oh no, it might have ended up working out better for Miami losing that game though.
Yeah. Actually, no. They actually got it. Yeah. They did get it. Yeah, because they got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though Atlanta's actually, we might be able to talk a little bit about that too, bro. Because I don't know how Atlanta's keeping it this well. How they've been able to take this series to 6 games. I honestly thought it was gonna end in 4. And maybe Atlanta could win one. I guess it's the first game in Atlanta. Okay. Now they went into TD, and when Boston was supposed to put them away, Trae Young goes out and hits a 3 at the end of the game. I'm not expecting Atlanta to win the series at all, but this is not what you want to see if you're Boston or if you're a Celtics fan right now. This is not what you want to see, struggling against Atlanta this early.
Yeah, this is what I want to see, though. This is what I want to see. But, yeah, I'm happy because Philly doesn't have to play till Monday now. No matter what happens, they don't have to play till Monday. So that's good for Philadelphia because of Embiid. But yeah, this is an ugly game by Boston. Tatum's also starting to play fucking Harden in the playoffs too, man. I love Harden, but he's starting to. All he does is fucking do step back threes and layups. I don't understand what the fuck Tatum's doing now. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He was 8 for 21 this game. Jaylen Brown had 35, but it was still they really didn't respect Atlanta. That's why they lost this game. They didn't respect them because they were there was multiple points in this game where they were up by double digits. So they just didn't respect them. And that's you're gonna lose this game. They played very sloppy and they played like they didn't care. That's why they lost. And then Trae Young hit the dagger 3 from deep. Yeah, I was rooting for Atlanta, so pretty happy when that happened. Yeah, I needed Philly to get those extra days off. But yeah, I'm not saying that I'm still gonna pick Philly these two when they match up, but I'm starting to have a little bit more hope. At Philly maybe.
Some doubt watching Boston.
Yeah.
Especially watching them struggle to Atlanta. They didn't even have DeJounte Murray either.
Yeah, they didn't have DeJounte Murray. He got suspended because he started talking shit to the ref, so they got suspended. Yeah, they didn't have him.
So,
yeah.
Yeah, that was. Man, it's a tied series. Oh shit, it's a tie. Hold on. What's the series at right now? 3-1 or 2-2?
It's 3-2.
3-2, right? Okay, yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah, 3-2. Okay, yeah, so it is 3-2. Yeah, I'd say I don't expect Atlanta to win it at all. It would be a miracle if they were able to pull it off.
I hope they pull it off. That'd be the fucking most amazing thing ever.
The Bucks and Celtics get knocked out in the first round.
Yeah, that's my dream. That's my dream, but I don't think that's gonna happen though. It's gonna be pretty crazy if Boston loses. I think it's even more crazy. It's gonna be even more crazy if Boston loses than Milwaukee loses because at least Milwaukee can say they didn't. Yeah, they didn't have Giannis for half. They didn't have Giannis for beginning of the mostly the 2 games of the series. Mm-hmm. Basically 3 games of the series they didn't have Giannis. So at least they have that to fall back on. Boston will just lose fully healthy. No excuses. So it would be pretty crazy.
And they were up 3-1.
Oh yeah, they were up 3-1. Yeah.
For them to blow it, that's crazy. They really should have put them away here in the Garden. They got to go back to Atlanta.
Yeah, and Atlanta has the momentum right now going into. They're going back to Atlanta, and they have Dejounte Murray. So maybe you never know. But I don't think they'll probably put away in 6.
Yeah. Yes. I'll tell you, it just brings up more concern for Boston. There's another game going on right now that was pretty tight, and it turns out the Nuggets ended up putting away the Timberwolves.
Oh yeah, 112 to 109. Yeah.
Game.
Jokic had a triple double. Jamal Murray again, 35. What is it called? That was another foul. Oh, at least Towns did something this game. 26-11. He got when he got ejected or fouled out, he got fouled out. So I guess that's pretty bad. But yeah, there's not too much to say about this. They took a game. They took a game at least. They barely took a game, but at least they got something. I don't know how good they're gonna be in the future. I still have some questions about the roster, but yeah, I actually wanted to talk about the Lakers and Grizzlies game more because this game was pretty interesting. It happened yesterday. The Lakers take a 3-1 lead. The series probably over. I don't know what the fuck John Moran was doing this game, man. John Moran there was like 3 plays where John Moran fucking jumps up in the sky trying to get a foul called, and he just fucking falls on the floor.
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. He needs to stop doing that shit. Until he got injured in the first place. That's how he got injured the last 2 times. When he hurt his hand the first time, and then when he hurt his hand again. That's how he got injured. He needs to stop doing that shit.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know what the fuck he thinks this is. Especially in the playoffs. They're not just gonna give you free shots in the playoffs. They're not gonna do that.
Exactly. They're not that. I'd say they're not gonna blow the whistle that much when it comes down to the playoffs. So they don't want that to be a part of the games there with everybody watching, especially against the Lakers too.
Yeah, what is it called though? But yeah, like in the regular season, LeBron probably just steps out of the way because he doesn't give a shit that much if he gets a dunk. But in the playoffs, he's not gonna fucking. There was one of them where LeBron got the charge, or it was charging on Ja. So that's when Ja just went up in the air and just costed himself after that. And then they couldn't stop LeBron. Dylan Brooks, LeBron was going after him, and Desmond Bane. Desmond Bane was really the best player on. Yeah, Desmond Bane was the best player on the court yesterday for the Grizzlies. He had 36. But ja really had a 19-point game. You need more from him. 8 for 24 from the field. It's not going to do you any good. They're also missing. A lot of these games are missing Brandon Clark. Brandon Clark is one of their best versatile defenders. They lost him.
Steven Adams,
yeah. They're missing some of their paint scoring ability and their defense a little bit. Because Xavier Tillman's not as good. He's definitely not as good as Brandon Clark. Like, there's some plays where they just isolate LeBron and Tillman and it's over after that. So, yeah, then the Lakers were able to take this game with AD disappearing again. AD shot 4 for 13 this game.
Yeah.
So, he played good defensively, but...
That's what I was about to say. At least he's doing something on defense. His offense, oh man, that was pretty bad. What do you think? He just... With, like 11, 10 points?
12 points and 11 rebounds. He had 4 blocks, 2 steals. He just... I wouldn't
be the second offensive option, but
yeah. Austin Reeves actually the leading scorer yesterday at 23 points. LeBron had 22 and 20 and 7. He's the first Lakers player to do that since Shaq in the playoffs since like 04 or something. So that's pretty good. But yeah, this series is pretty much over.
2, 20 and 7.
Yeah.
Oh damn. I think 20 rebounds is most impressive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, LeBron's scoring really wasn't there until the end of the game. So Memphis could have won this game, but they just couldn't. They just sold. But yeah, this series is over. I don't think Memphis is not coming back. Memphis needs another. I think they need another like fucking. I don't know, maybe like another bucket getter at the end of the games. Because other than Desmond Bane and John Moran is getting fucking. It gets desperate after that because Jaren Jackson's not a bucket getter. Dylan Brooks wants to be the bucket getter, but he can't make a damn shot to save his life sometimes. So he's not a bucket getter. Yeah, he's not. They need another bucket getter like that because Bane and Moran are the only guys you can really go to in clutch moments of the game. They need another guy. Yeah, Desmond Bane's probably not back with the team this year and next year. I don't think they pay him. He's been terrible.
Pay Desmond Bane?
Dylan Brooks, not Desmond Bane. Dylan Brooks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, Desmond Bane, what the hell?
No, I said Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks, he's not. getting paid. He's a free agent. He's going somewhere else. Hopefully not to Houston. So Houston has interest in him, but I do not want him. So he can.
That'd be hilarious.
I do not want him. So he can stay. He can just take the minimum somewhere else. Cause I do not want to see him.
You can take the minimum somewhere else.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna get paid at all?
No, I'm just kidding. He's gonna get paid.
Okay, I was about to say. Oh my god, damn, the minimum contract.
No. He's probably gonna get paid something. Not so. I don't want the Rockets to pay him though. Like he can stay far away from the Rockets. I'd rather have Tyree Eason over him actually getting minutes. So I don't want him. The Rockets have interest in him. I don't think they should have interest in him. He kind of shoot for shit. Like I don't give a shit. He's like Matisse Thybulle that decides to take fucking 80 shots. That's what he is. He's the worst defender than Matisse Thybulle that decides to take 80 shots in the game. So that's why I do not want to see him anywhere near my Rockets. Yeah. No.
Because he still sees himself like he's a great shooter or something.
Yeah, he ain't no great shooter. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he thinks he is.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Speaking of the Rockets, they just ended up bringing in a new head coach, which honestly was a bit shocking to me because I thought for sure this man was heading to Toronto and the old Toronto coach was headed to Houston, but now we got Ime as a Rocket. I think that was probably the best possible move that you guys could have made.
Yeah, he was my number one option. He actually picked us over the Raptors. He actually had an interview with the Raptors and he picked us over the Raptors. So a lot of people were saying that we were in like a destination that anybody was gonna want to go to, but he actually wanted to come. He can't. He chose
players.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know why people are hating on Houston.
And he chose. It's because they were hating on us because of what happened with Silas, man. And they don't understand. Silas isn't. They try to spin it like it was our fault that Silas sucked. Like that's what they try to spin it. But yeah, they were trying to pin the Rockets as a team that nobody was gonna go to and all that stuff. Like the coaches, there wasn't a sexy spot for them. We basically had all the fucking. We interviewed basically all the top candidates. Like the Pistons, they basically were able to interview any of the top candidates. The Pistons coach is gonna be like a fucking. It's gonna be a new guy. They
weren't able to interview anyone good.
No.
Nobody wanted to go with Cade Cunningham.
They interviewed Ime Udoka, but Ime Udoka basically said he didn't want to. He chose the Rockets over them too.
Yeah.
So, and the Pistons are basically hiring a new coach, like a coach that hasn't coached before. So they tried to interview Nick Nurse, but Nick Nurse denied it. So that's just tough for them.
I'd rather stay unemployed than go to Detroit.
Yeah, there's only I think there's only 3 head coaching spots right now, and one of them was the Rockets.
Toronto now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nick Nurse isn't going back to Toronto.
There's still a couple guys that maybe like there's Vogel, Atkinson, or they could just hire a new coach that hasn't coached before. So maybe it's one of those guys. But yeah, this is my number one. So it was like him was number 1 and number 2 is Nick Nurse. I thought we were gonna get Nick Nurse though, but I was surprised.
I honestly thought it was Nick Nurse. Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw this yesterday. But yeah, Ime Udoka. You saw what he did last year with Boston. Like everybody mentions that they went to the finals and all that stuff, but he did. There was a time in the season where they were losing to the Washington Wizards, Magic. They were losing to terrible teams, and they were able to get out of that flunk, and they made a run all the way to the finals.
They turned
so
up at the end.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Also, their defense. Boston was one of the. Boston used to be like as a team overall. They were not good with Brad Stevens as a defensive team. They were not good at all. And with Ime Udoka, they became one of the top defenses in the league. Yeah. So, also, a lot of people. I don't know. A lot of people are like he had a good coaching staff as well because Joe Mazzulla, he was on the coaching staff. He's been one of the best coaches in the NBA. There's still some problems I have with Joe Mazzulla. Like he doesn't. Like today, a little bit of his coaching, it wasn't that good. That's why they lost. But yeah, he's still a really good coach. And then Will Hardy as well for Utah. He's a pretty good coach as well for what he did this year with the talent he had. So he has. So maybe some people are trying to say his coaching staff was carrying him. But when you have, to me, when I see a coach have a good coaching staff, I think it reflects more on him because he knows the guys to hire. That's what it reflects on me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I saw the way he just completely tore apart Steve Nash in the first round. That was one of the worst coaching mismatches I've probably ever seen in a series.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He was just picking apart Steve Nash, whatever the hell he was trying to do.
Yeah.
It was funny. He used to be on the same staff too.
Oh yeah, in Brooklyn. Yeah, Udoka's actually a part of the Popovich tree, and that usually means good coaching too. So Hopefully. I think this will work out for the Rockets. This is actually a coach I can see us having him as a coach when we're like a championship contender. Because if we hired like Frank Vogel, I don't really think he would have been.
Just a bridge.
Yeah, it would have just been like a bridge coach, yeah. Or Atkinson either. I don't think he would have been like our coach when we were like a contender or something like that. So Ime Udoka I can actually see being our coach when we're a contender. Next year, I expect us to at least be competing in the play-in. I don't know about playoffs, but at least the play-in. Because I don't think we don't have our pick next year essentially because we traded it to the Thunder and the Russell Westbrook trade. It's top four protected. But I don't think the Rockets don't seem like they want to suck that much this year.
Yeah.
Next year at least. So
especially with the Ime signing, that's probably most likely what that means. They're not trying to tank anymore. They've already had 2 top 3 picks. I mean, they already got Jabari Smith and Jalen Green. They might have another one again this year. Depending how the draft goes, and depending on how Jabari Smith can develop, Jalen Green's already proven he's gonna be a pretty good scorer. He's already shown that. I tell you really need Jabari Smith to take that second-year leap, and if he could do so, and you get a good draft pick too, let's say you get Brandon Miller, or you win the lottery, get Victor Wembanyama, then I can see this team competing for a playing spot. The only thing about that though is that the West is probably gonna end up being pretty deep again, so they're gonna be competing with a bunch of other teams.
The Rockets are just trying to at least make sure the Thunder don't get a good pick. That's what they're trying to do, essentially. Yeah. They're trying to make sure the Thunder don't at least get a good pick. So that will probably work. I don't see us being the worst team in the NBA. They're like top 3 worst in the NBA again next year. And they're gonna spend money. I believe that. Like I don't know on who.
If the Harden comes back too, that might be another thing too. That might actually bring them back into the playoff picture if you bring in Ime and Harden. Yeah, depending on the draft. Yeah,
they're gonna spend. Even if it's not Harden, they're gonna spend the money. I believe they're very desperate right now. Raphael Stone is very desperate. He wants to improve the roster quick. We have 60 million cap space, so they're gonna spend the money somehow. At least some. Like it's not just gonna be like fucking like the last couple of years. Last year we signed fucking a bunch of like 1-year deals to veterans, but they were like useless.
Have more cap space, bro. Because for some reason I thought like your whole team was like a bunch of rookie contracts and stuff like that.
It is rookie contracts, but it's just like there's not very much cap space. Like that's basically all we have. Like the rookies take up cap space too. Like we have like Jabari and Jalen Green's contracts are they're sizable. They're like in the teens. I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like.
See, those make sense because they were top picks. It's just the other one, like Alperen Sengun. I didn't think he'd be getting like a crazy amount.
I think he's getting at least like 9 or 8 because he was a top 15 rookie or something like that. I think we jumped up in the lottery. I think maybe 14 or some shit. So he's probably making something. Yeah, and Kevin Porter Jr. we gave him an extension too. He's getting paid like 18 mil.
Okay, so the rookie contracts actually add up.
Yeah, Tate's also making like 7 mil a year. Yeah, but Tate's I don't expect to be on the roster next year. I expect him to be traded. But yeah, he's not very useful to us at least.
He took a step back after last year or what?
Oh no. He's just not like he's not better than KJ Martin and he's not better than fucking Tyree Eason. He's not better than those 2 players. He's not. Yeah, we have Tyree Eason, KJ Martin, and Jabari Smith. All those guys should be playing more minutes. So.
You don't think?
It's better.
You don't think Tate's better than any of them?
No, I don't think Tate's better than. He's definitely worse at one. And if we get another forward in the draft this year, if we're not able to get top 2, because the top 2 is probably gonna be Victor and Scoot. I don't think. Yeah. If we get like 3 and we get Brandon Miller, he's gonna have to be gone because Tate's gonna be useless. Because it's gonna be like he's not gonna. He's not gonna fit in the roster anymore.
Like Detroit or something.
Yeah, somewhere. Actually, he could be a good piece on the contending team. He's like a poor man's PJ Tucker. So he could be a decent He can be a decent piece like as a backup on the contending team. Yeah. So
that would be a bad idea.
Yeah. So this is a good signing by the Rockets. They got my coach that I wanted the most. Last year, hopefully it works out because last time they got somebody I really wanted was Jabari Smith and hasn't really panned out that much, but it's been only 1 year. So
yeah, I was about to say it's only been 1 year. At
yeah,
least you still got Jalen Green.
yeah, yeah. Eventually, if this doesn't work out, either the Rockets are just gonna fucking go like. I know the owner is desperate, so he'll trade our whole team just to get a star player or something like that.
So
If Damian,
Smith, while he still has assets or
yeah,
value.
he's gonna be like, even fucking. If Jalen Green didn't improve, I wouldn't doubt it if he decided that our owner is really desperate. So, yeah, I still believe Harden's coming back to the Rockets though. I just believe it. I think it's gonna happen. I've been saying this for a while now, since like December when the report came out.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna happen.
It's just tough for me to see him playing with like a bunch of young guys. I think
Yeah.
he's a lot better off in Philly right now with the Durrell Morey and Joel Embiid and all the other Rockets gang that he has back there.
Yeah.
Rockets.
If I was him, I would stay in Philadelphia too. But actually, if I was him, I wouldn't stay in Philadelphia. I would just like fucking. I'm fucking hopping ship to another team to win a championship quickly. Is what I'm doing. But he wants to make his yeah go to the Bucks and become the sixth man. So just like just do whatever you need to win a championship. I don't give a shit. That's what I would do. But yeah, I think he's gonna come back to Houston. I just think it's gonna happen. Especially if Philadelphia's season ends like the way I think it is. If they win the championship, he's probably staying. But if they get bounced out of the second round, maybe even if they get to the third round, if they get to the conference finals, he probably could stay. But if he gets bounced out in the next round, I think he's going to Philly. I mean to Houston. I think he's going back to Houston. But yeah. Alright.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting to see.
Yeah. We can move on to... Actually, let's talk about something real quick before we get to the Jeff. We can talk about the Aaron Rodgers trade, because it finally happened.
We've talked about it so many times before.
Yeah, but we can talk about the trade package. We haven't talked about that. The trade package, in my opinion, the Packers got like a pretty good, decent trade package in the long run.
I was thinking too. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they got... Aaron Rodgers has to play 65% of the snaps this season to get the first... If he doesn't play 60% of the snaps, that means the Jets just fucking suck. Because I'm sorry to say, Zach Wilson, if he's injured that much, he has to miss like what? Well, it's like that's less than 2/3 of the season. So if he plays less than 2/3 of the season, the Jets are probably fucking screwed. That's probably what I'm thinking if that happens. So yeah, I guess but I thought they were gonna do something like if Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, if Aaron Rodgers plays another season with them, that they would get the first round pick. I think that would have been a little bit makes more sense, but. Yeah.
He has to do it before draft night. Like he would have to be like, oh, if he retires before the draft. And then I feel like that's just too much to keep track of.
Yeah, it probably would have been too much.
He decides to retire like right after the draft. Like, oh, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore.
You know something I actually predicted correctly though. I didn't see a lot of people say this. Like the Jets and the Packers switching first round picks in the draft this year.
Oh,
I actually predicted that correctly.
You did that. Yeah, I remember you did that.
Yeah, I actually predicted that right. It's not that big of a deal, but not a lot of people even thought that was a possible. I wouldn't see a lot of people talk about that, because they were pretty close, so it kind of made sense. So it was just like, but yeah. To me, the Packers.
I think they got a solid return.
They do get a solid return. They get the 42nd pick. 2. Yeah, I wonder why they wanted to move up 2 spots though, because they didn't move up that much. So I wonder if they wanted. It kind of screwed over the Jets, to be honest with you, because the Jets were in a pretty good position to draft an offensive tackle, at least one of the top ones. But the way the board might fall, they might be fucked. So they might have to reach.
Might have screwed them over.
Yeah. They might have to reach on one of the lower end tackles, but or they could trade down and take the tackle. That's probably the smarter thing to do. Like trade down again and get.
Who's gonna be willing to trade up?
Yeah, that's a question right there. But yeah, it's a pretty good trade package for the Packers, and obviously the Jets, they get Rodgers. We'll see how that pans out.
Elijah Moore's number.
Oh yeah, Elijah Moore's not even there anymore, so.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why he traded him out, and then he took Elijah Moore's.
He's gonna look pretty weird wearing number 8, just to me at least, because I'm so used to him wearing 12. But yeah. Hopefully it doesn't end like a.
I see like the photoshops of him like wearing the number 8. I just think of Elijah Moore.
Oh yeah, it kind of. Yeah, it looks a little weird to me. What is it called though?
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, hopefully hopefully it doesn't end like a Brett Favre situation. I hear the Jets fans saying that it's not gonna be another Brett Favre situation, but I bet you when they got Brett Favre, they weren't thinking that it was gonna end up being bad. So I'm just gonna like,
for real.
yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna end up bad, but it's just like you can't say that because you didn't think that Brett Favre was gonna be bad when you got him. You were probably all excited to get Brett Favre too, because you guys before that it was the same shit, poverty quarterback after poverty quarterback, and you guys got Brett Favre, and he ended up being poverty for you guys. So hopefully Rodgers doesn't. Hopefully he plays more than 1 year, because usually the first year when you go to a new team is a little bit rocky. It doesn't always usually go the way you want it to.
Tom Brady.
Yeah, yeah, obviously, yeah. Tom Brady is the outlier. So hopefully he plays 2 seasons, because I don't know how good they'll make the playoffs. I think. Hopefully make the playoffs. If they don't make the playoffs, pretty disappointing, to be honest with you.
Tough division.
Yeah, they are in a tough division.
It might be the best team still, even after.
Yeah. Yeah, what is it called? Yeah, people were starting to make excuses for why Rodgers played bad last year. I'm not really going to talk about it too much. I'm going to wait to see how he plays this year. But, yeah, so also, hopefully, I want the Packers to take a receiver or tight end at 13. That's what I want to see happen. Because that's probably the best way to get Jordan Love. To get going. Because they have to decide if they want to pick up his 5th-year option by next Monday. So
they're gonna have to, right? I don't think
yeah,
they're gonna plan it already. They haven't even seen him on the field yet.
Yeah, that's what. It's $20 million though. That's what only. It would just be like a fucking.
Okay, you drafted this QB in the 1st round.
Yeah, but it could end up like a fucking Sam Darnold situation, and you're just like he doesn't end up playing good, and you lose $20 million. So they're probably gonna do it.
You could get somebody the next year then.
Yeah, I don't think this team. I think they're gonna finish like 9-8 though. To be honest with you, the Packers. I think they're gonna finish like 9-8. I don't think.
They still got LaFleur. They still got Jones.
Yeah.
Watson. Hopefully, he can continue off the momentum he built towards the end of the year last year. That's gonna be the receiving core, right? Watson and Dobbs.
Yeah, Watson and Dobbs.
Okay,
they don't got anybody else.
I'd probably want to add another receiver too.
Yeah, they could. They have multiple picks now, so they could add like a tight end if they want to in the 1st, and then go receiver 2nd or whatever. They can do whatever they want. Yeah. I would probably go tight end round 1 and receiver round 2, but that's what I would do. At least that's what I would do. But they might just go fucking edge quarterback. So I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. But Brian Gutekunst makes a lot of questionable decisions. But this is actually a pretty good trade for them though. So yeah. So now we can move on to our mock drafts. You can go first.
For sure. Let me show my screen. Shit. Okay, hold on. All right, here I'm gonna let you go first, actually.
Oh, let me go first. Okay.
Yeah. Alright, get this set up.
Hold on, let me get everything set up. Oh. Alright, so the first pick of my final mock draft. This is the only pick I'm really confident in right now. Actually, there's a couple of picks I'm confident in. Some other ones I'm not really confident in at all. But Bryce Young is the one I'm confident about the most. I think it's pretty much a lock. Yeah. There's some Will Levis buzz because of a Reddit post. I don't really believe that much.
Crazy. Yeah.
But it'll be pretty fucking crazy if Will Levis goes number 1 on Thursday night. That would be the
biggest shock, honestly. I don't even know how long.
Yeah. If that happens, then my mock draft would really not matter at all. It wouldn't matter anymore.
I don't think anybody's mock draft any mock drafts up until this point won't even matter.
Because then it would probably be like Bryce Young at 2 to Houston. Because Houston, that seems like the only quarterback I actually really like in this draft. Well, that's the way they're making it seem. Right now, at least. I'm still not like here in Houston, number 2. This I don't even know what's gonna go. I don't know what's gonna happen anymore. Because I think it's gonna be Will Anderson. Okay. It's really hard for me to decide.
Will Anderson.
It's hard for me to do this because I don't know if I should do it predictively or if I can't really do it predictively because I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm really dumbfounded about this draft. But now, Tyree Wilson's the favorite to go right now. The betting on favorite is Tyree Wilson. But I don't know. I don't know.
Just a better player.
Yeah. Will Anderson and Tyree Wilson remind me a lot of from the 2014 draft with Jadeveon Clowney and Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is a lot of Will Anderson's a lot like Khalil Mack. But then Tyree Wilson's a lot like Jadeveon Clowney. He's a lot more of a speedster type of. Yeah, he's athletic. He's better against the run. That's the one thing Tyree Wilson's I can say is better, clearly better than Will Anderson. Will Anderson's a better pure pass rusher. He's gonna use his strength to beat you like Khalil Mack. That's why Khalil Mack was in his prime. Yeah. But the one thing about Tyree Wilson, he's better against the run. He's a lot more athletic. That's why. That's probably why Houston would want him. I guess. I would probably still take Will Anderson's probably still better, but I guess that's why Houston would want him. And then now at 3 is when I get really confused because there could be a trade, but there also could not be one. And also I don't know. I also want to talk about something here. CJ Stroud, I don't know what's gonna happen with him because it seems like a lot of people are treating him like Justin Fields now. So I don't know.
Forward too. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know what's gonna go on with CJ Stroud or Richardson. I haven't heard any of it. I haven't heard about Richardson in a while, except for the only team I've heard about him connected to right now is Seattle. But you never know, because it could be like fucking Houston is interested in Anthony Richardson, but they don't want to say anything, so that's why they're trying to throw everybody off.
Yeah, they just end up drafting him.
Yeah. Or it could be like Indianapolis too. I haven't heard much about Anthony Richardson to Indianapolis. It's been Will Levis all the time, but you could never know. It'd be like, oh, they've been interested in Richardson the whole time, but they didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what's gonna happen.
This part is real confusing. Really, really confusing.
So I'm just gonna I don't know. I think I'm just gonna. It's usually hard to predict trades, so I'm not gonna have that many trades in this draft. Yeah. I don't really want to. I don't want to. I'm not gonna really predict that much. So I'm just gonna have the. I don't know. I'm just gonna have the Cardinals taking Tyree Wilson because I don't. It's really between Jalen Carter and Tyree Wilson. Actually, I want to bring up something. It could be Paris Johnson.
I was about to say that too.
Albert Breer reported about this. He said, and also Kyler Murray said there's reports that say that Kyler Murray wants Paris Johnson.
Yeah. But
the only way I can see Paris Johnson is if Arizona trades down with a team.
Back.
Yeah, but
I'll say I'm taking him at 3.
Yeah, but I don't know because I think I also read that Bears, if Paris Johnson is there, he's a lock for the Bears now. Albert Breer, he reported that he's a lock. So if they trade with the Tennessee Titans, they go back all the way to 11, and then they won't get Paris Johnson.
They won't be able to take him. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's maybe the Raiders or the Falcons.
Back down too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe the Raiders and the Falcons are smoke screening everybody thinking that they don't want a quarterback or some shit. Maybe one of them two. But I really don't want to predict that. And I don't want to go too crazy. Yeah, I don't want to go too crazy and pick Paris Johnson at number 3. I don't want to go that crazy. Because it's a lot of smoke. Because there's a lot of reports that come before the draft where like, oh, this team is locked in on this player. And they don't actually take that player. They take the obvious pick. So,
yeah.
So I'm just going to... It's between Jalen Carter and Tyree Wilson. But I think Arizona leans towards... I can see Jalen Carter. But I think they lean towards Tyree Wilson.
Go with the edge rusher.
Yeah, they go with the edge rusher. Hold on. And at 4, it's really between Stroud and Will Levis. And I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards Levis, but I can also see Stroud.
Might be Anthony Richardson too, honestly.
Yeah. That's why.
Very well in the mix.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I think it could be Richardson.
It's between all 3, bro. It's gonna be really, really tough.
I'm not gonna be surprised if it's Richardson because I'm telling you, it could just be. They could have just been smoked this whole entire time. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if I'm gonna go too crazy in this mock draft because I could go crazy, but I don't want to go that crazy. But I'm probably. Daniel Jeremiah says he thinks it's Will Levis. I usually trust him. Albert Breer thinks it's Will Levis, but I don't know. It could just be smoke. But Daniel Jeremiah also thinks that Houston is gonna go to CJ Stroud. He thinks that's he thinks Houston's trying to pull smoke. So I don't know where to go.
So you already said you don't trust that.
Yeah, I don't know.
You gave him Will Anderson.
Yeah, I gave him Will Anderson. But I'm not gonna be surprised if Houston just takes CJ Stroud and it was just fucking all smoke. So
yeah.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna go with Will Levis. Just because he's the perfect. To me, he's the perfect Colt already. Just by looking at him. Just by looking at him, he's the perfect Colt. And this is where the draft gets interesting because C.J. Stroud and Anthony Richardson are just both available on the board now. And there's multiple teams that could use a quarterback. Maybe Seattle, maybe Detroit, maybe Raiders, or even maybe the Falcons, or the Texans could trade back up in here and take one of these quarterbacks.
That's a real possibility. Yeah, they could jump the Titans.
What if like C.J. Stroud continues to fall and Houston gets him at 9 or some shit? Like they trade up with the Bears or some shit. What if that happens? That would be crazy. But I think in the Seattle Seahawks, they see Jalen Carter on the board and they just run up to the podium and they don't have no questions about it. I think they take Jalen Carter at 5. And at 6, this is where interesting. I was thinking about going Stroud here. But I don't know. I don't think I see a quarterback yet.
Detroit?
I could see Detroit doing it. But I think I'm just going to go with a safer pick. I'm going to go Devon Witherspoon. They actually updated, Pro Football Network actually updated their big board.
Rankings?
Yeah, Deontay Banks used to be like a fucking 35 before, and now he's 20.
Yeah.
So, they actually updated it. But I'm going to go, it's between Christian Gonzalez and Devon Witherspoon. But I think the Lions, they like Devon Witherspoon a little bit more. Okay. And 7 to the Raiders. I could honestly see the Raiders taking offensive tackle here. It's I think Peter Skoronski's a better fit for them over Paris Johnson. So I think they would go Skoronski. He could also play guard. A lot of people think Skoronski's going to play guard, but if the Raiders take him this high, they're playing him at tackle. Because Skoronski has this thing where he has short arms, so it's going to be kind of hard. They think it's going to be kind of hard for him to play tackle at the pro level. So a lot of people have him as a guard. But I think if the Raiders are drafting him this high, they're drafting him to be a fucking offensive tackle. So I could also see cornerback, but I think they're gonna go. I was leaning towards more of a cornerback, but I think Peter Skoronski is gonna be the guy now. Hopefully he's the guy. It's either between Peter Skoronski and Christian Gonzalez, I believe.
Honestly, yeah, no.
Yeah, it's one of them. It's one of them too. And here we go, number 8, the Atlanta Falcons. And I'm starting to question myself here because C.J. Stroud and Anthony Richardson are still on the board. And I'm just...
Oh, okay. That's tough.
I don't know. The Falcons could be just bullshitting everybody with Desmond Ridder. But they could also be believing. But I think I'm going to go offensive. But I think I'm going to go a different position. I think I'm going to go running back. I'm going to take Bijan Robinson. It could be... It could be Stroud. But I don't think the Falcons take a quarterback.
I really don't think I can't see the Falcons taking one. At least not this year. If they were to suck again next year, I think they do whatever they can to get freaking Caleb.
Yeah, I think they take Bijan. So Eagles miss out on Bijan. I could also just be fucking being super biased, not wanting the Eagles or the fucking Cowboys getting Bijan. But I don't think it's that biased. Because I'm pretty sure he's the favorite to go to the Falcons right now. I'm not. Yeah. So I'm not. It's not like I'm just fucking throwing shit in the draft. It's not like I'm saying the Raiders are gonna take him or something like that. I'm not saying that. So I don't think. Yeah, it's not like I'm just making it up. But
or like the Bears right before the Eagles pick.
Yeah, that's not like I'm doing that shit. I'm putting him at a reasonable spot for the team. And the Bears pick. You see, I was talking all that shit that Paris Johnson's gonna go here, but actually, my very limited trades, I have a team trading, and I think Houston's gonna trade up and take Stroud, because I just can't see them not taking quarterback, because it's gonna be pretty confusing to me if they don't. I don't know. I don't know where else to pick Stroud and Richardson if they fall, so I'm just gonna make sure. I know they could get. I think they're still gonna get. I think they can still get They can still get the guy they want. At 12, I believe. With the way my board falls, they can still get the guy they want. But here I'm gonna have them trading up. Here, I'm messing this shit up. There you go. It's only 3 spots, so I don't think it's gonna be like anything. It's not gonna be anything crazy. Yeah, I'm just gonna add this because I'm not gonna accept the trade. I already know. Now, okay, I accepted it there. There you go. It's probably something. This is actually probably. It'll probably be without 161. It'll probably be like 12, 65, 104 in real life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Houston gets the second best defensive player on the board, the best edge, and they also got my first best quarterback. Actually, I have him over Bryce Young, but not the rest of the NFL apparently. So not even over. I guess in my mock draft, I guess the Colts like Will Levis more too. So it's just like CJ Stroud just falls for Houston. Houston gets CJ Stroud. Yeah, because CJ. Yeah, because apparently CJ Stroud has a low IQ, so that's why nobody wants to take him anymore. So I get.
That was pretty crazy, bro. When I saw the scores for that thing, it was like Bryce Young. What he had like a 90 or something.
He had a 98%.
And CJ was like 18.
Yeah. Will Levis is like yeah. I'm pretty sure Bryce Young was 98. Will Levis was 18. I mean, CJ Stroud was 18. Will Levis is 93. And it was like, I forgot, Richardson like 70 something. And then Hooker was like 43%. So.
I'm worried about that 18, bro. Well, I don't know how seriously that thing is, but how do you go from Bryce Young having a 98 and then CJ somehow gets an 18? I don't know, bro. I don't know what the test is or what. I'm not really too worried about it, but that's just pretty funny to me.
Yeah, it's just like a simple IQ test. So I guess CJ Stroud is just pretty dumb. So I don't know. I don't know what else to say.
He's just pretty dumb. I guess so, maybe. But I don't know if that has anything to do with his play on the field.
Yeah, I don't really think so either. If his IQ affected his play on the field, man, it would just be like he wouldn't make it this far. He wouldn't make it to being
got it to Ohio State. No.
Yeah, no. So yeah, Eagles pick. I've had this pick penciled in for a while now, so I don't know. I always pick the same dude every time. I was picking Bijan a little bit, but. To me, it's between Gonzalez and Nolan Smith. I know people don't think they're going to take a quarterback because they got Slay and Bradbury new contracts. I don't think they take a quarterback either. But I have heard some people argue that when you in a year Darius Slay's going to get older. You don't know how good he's going to be anymore.
Yeah.
You want to have another.
Gonzalez develop while Slay and Bradbury get older.
Yeah, and then you have and Devontae Maddox is getting cooked for the Super Bowl by Juju. So. Maybe you need a third corner, but I don't think you can pass Nolan Smith just because I think the Eagles can develop Nolan Smith to being one of the best edge rushers in the NFL just by his athleticism, just by what he did at the combine. You already saw how much of an athlete he is. Yeah. And I think they go with Nolan Smith here. I think there's value in cornerback later in the draft that they could get a cornerback in the second round or the second first round pick if they wanted a corner.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
They can get him. And right here. Tennessee, I guess Tennessee just lands Richardson. Like nobody
just falls into their lap.
Yeah, he just falls into their lap. The Texans jump in for Stroud, so they land with Richardson here. At 11, and then the Bears at 12. They get their guy still. They trade down. They got even more picks than they already had, and they still get Paris Johnson at 12. And the Packers. This is a tough one for me. Because, to me, it's either between Jackson Smith and Jigba and between Michael Mayer, a tight end out of Notre Dame. They said that they're really in love with Michael Mayer, but I also think that they really like Jackson Smith and Jigba. So this is a really tough decision for me to make.
Jordan Love needs a weapon.
Yeah. I think it's going to be one of these two dudes. And I'm probably going to take the guy who I think is better. I'm going to take Jackson Smith and Jigba. At 13.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
I also saw the Eagles. I saw the Eagles might take Jackson Smith and Jigba at 10. This is gonna be they're gonna be unguardable.
That, bro.
Yeah, this is they're flirting with the idea. So I'm a little.
Yeah, him, Devontae Smith, and AJ Brown.
Yeah, so that would be a little crazy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm going 13 to the Packers, and at 14 with the Patriots. I don't know. Because Christian Gonzalez is still on the board. But they also desperately need tackle. So it's pretty questionable there. I don't know if they would lean towards more. I could also see a trade up here. If the Patriots maybe some team wants to trade up for Christian Gonzalez. But this would also probably I think we are gonna have a trade here. I don't know if I want to predict trades or not because it's probably not gonna happen. If I predict too many trades, it's not gonna happen. It's not. It's just not gonna happen. Like it's not. It's too hard.
I don't know
So I
if the
think.
Patriots want to move behind the Jets.
Yeah, no, I don't think they do. I think they. I just don't know if Christian Godin's gonna fall this far, but I don't know. I don't know what the Patriots. I don't know what the Patriots will want more. I'm gonna probably have them taking Broderick Jones because I don't think.
They need protection.
Yeah, they need protection more. I think they need tackle more. Tackle's a little bit more important for them. Their cornerback, they're usually able to draft corners pretty good in the NFL. Like in the later rounds.
It
So they have.
need to be a first round pick. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be a first round pick. So they usually most of their first round picks at corner usually fail too. So maybe they're just gonna take Broderick Jones. Yeah, and the Jets. This might be a trade-up spot actually. I can see one of these teams trading up for Gonzalez. If Gonzalez falls this far.
Still on the board. Yeah.
Yeah. I still don't know if, like I said before, I don't know if I want
What you
to.
want to do? I think that's what you want to do.
Oh, you definitely know what I want to do. If you already know what I want to do.
Yeah.
But I don't want to do it again because I don't
Screw
know.
over Washington too.
Yeah.
You want? I know you want.
Damn. Yeah, I guess we are gonna screw over Washington. Go 17, 15. And then, what would it take? This will not take much. This will probably be good enough. Probably even 80. But
Yeah.
I don't even think they need to do 49. They could probably just do 80. Yeah. Yeah, it's only one spot basically, so they take Gonzalez. I was actually thinking about the Giants too, because the Giants I think the Giants are interested in him too. But too hefty of a price. I wasn't gonna do that. And Washington is a consolation prize. They really don't get that much of a consolation prize. Cause it's not that bad.
They're gonna get Joey Porter, yeah.
Yeah. I could see Deontay Banks going here, but I still like Joey Porter a little bit more.
Last time I did that, you said it was a reach.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah,
That was like a week ago.
Yeah.
God damn it.
This one. It's because I've seen a bunch of new rumors, man. Like, this mock draft is completely different than anything I had last week. I'm pretty sure I started struggling too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see Joey Porter falling a little bit, to be honest with you, because apparently teams.
The Steelers.
Yeah, if he doesn't. Yeah, apparently teams only. I've seen him go in the mock draft where he falls past the Steelers, down Washington. Like he just goes all the way down here, in this range.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have him going. Joey Porter Jr. I still like him a little bit more. Over him. And the Jets.
The Jets do.
They take down outright. Tennessee.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, perfect value too. I had the Adam listed at 17
Yeah.
on the big board.
Yeah. They finally fixed it. Before it looked like a reach every time you took down outright in this mock draft. It looked like he was like a 31. They finally upgraded it, so it looks a little bit better. But yeah. So Donald Wright goes to the Jets at 17. And then Detroit. Who did they take at all? I think the Detroit Lions. They actually could trade down here. They could trade down. Because they have two first round picks. And apparently they want to get more picks. So maybe one of these teams have to trade down. But I don't want to predict that many trades, so I'm going to have them just taking best player available. And the best player available is Myles Murphy. I still think Myles Murphy's going to go up here. I just can't see him falling that far. I think he might go up here. And every
somebody will end up taking him.
Yeah, every mock draft I usually have him falling. But I don't think he's gonna fall. I usually
positional need, I would think.
Yeah.
Because you see, like all those teams in the middle, they usually have like different needs.
Yeah. Yeah, we just fucking go quarterback, offensive tackle. So.
Yeah, pretty much. That's always what it ends up being.
Yeah. I could also see the Patriots taking receiver too. That's pretty underrated thing.
I've seen that too. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen some people pick Zay Flowers up here. That would be pretty crazy to me, seeing Zay Flowers that high.
For the Patriots?
Yeah, for the Patriots, or I've seen him be the first receiver picked in some people's mock drafts.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't know. That would be pretty crazy to me. But here, my bias is already showing me because I already know what I'm gonna do here.
Yeah.
The Giants are trading up with the Bucks. This is a position. This is a. Not even if it's. I don't think it might not be the Giants in real life, but I think somebody's gonna trade up with the Bucks. I think the Bucks are like in the perfect spot to trade down. Because this is like a lot of the teams right here basically need the same thing, or basically they could take the same thing. Like I could even see the Seahawks taking another receiver, but they could take the same positions right here, like 21, 22, 23.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Up all those teams.
Yeah, like if you need a receiver or cornerback, and you don't think they're gonna fall, you basically need a jump here. Other than the Jaguars aren't gonna take a receiver, but they could take a cornerback. Minnesota could take a corner. Baltimore could take a corner. LA could take a corner. Even the Giants could take a corner. All of them could take receivers too, except for Jacksonville. So they basically all need the same position, essentially, mostly.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously my bias is gonna show. I'm having the Giants trade up here, and it'll probably be like the Bucks are gonna want more than what they need, but it'll probably be something like this. See, that was good enough. Yeah, they don't need. I don't know why the Bucks are being stingy, but I don't feel like dealing with them. Yeah, that's not happening. Actually, I will not be surprised if Saquon Barkley gets traded on draft night. I will not be surprised. Yeah, I'm not gonna be surprised if that happens, because it does not seem like the Giants are interested in paying him.
Oh shit.
So I'm not saying for certain it's gonna happen, but I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I didn't expect this to happen, because I think it's a possibility.
It wouldn't be a huge shocker to you.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a huge shocker. I can see it happening. Okay, obviously the Bucks aren't gonna get this in real life, but I'm just gonna do this so we can get along in this draft already. And the Giants are gonna take Jordan Addison. What is it called? Apparently, they really like JSN, Jordan Addison, Zay Flowers, but they also said if Michael Mayer falls to their pick, they're gonna take him. So I don't know what the fuck's going on over there. And I also heard from some New York Giant beat reporters that they said that they might take that they're also very interested in Deontay Banks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And what is it called? Brian Branch, obviously, as well. But they said Michael Mayer. A lot of Albert Breer. He said that if Michael Mayer falls to the Giants, they're taking him at 25, no matter what. So that would be kind of interesting, because we're gonna have a couple tight ends. Some Giants fans don't want it to happen because they say the tight end's really not a need. But the Giants ran a lot of 2 tight end sets last year, and Darren Waller, essentially you can run him in the slot receiver spot. Like, he's big, but you can run in the slot. That's what you can use him as a receiver. Like the way Evan Ingram is, he's a little bit bigger, but he still can do that. And Michael Mayer can be a traditional tight end. We have Daniel Bellinger, but Daniel Bellinger's not gonna be like, you ain't gonna fucking stop. You're not gonna not draft Michael Mayer just because you have Daniel Bellinger. Okay, that's not just gonna happen. And you don't know. And you don't know where Darren Waller is gonna be in 2 years, because he's pretty old. He's 30 years old. You don't know. You don't know how long of an option, like how long term of an option he's gonna be. So I wouldn't be surprised with Michael Mayer if he falls, because Michael Mayer might not be there, because like the Packers could take him, and even the Jaguars could take him, and maybe one of these other teams. Maybe the Lions too. The Lions could take a receiver because they lost Jameson Williams for like half a season, and they have really no other option other than Amon-Ra St. Brown at receiver right now, or at tight end, because they trade Hawkinson. So that could be a sneaky spot. But I can see the Giants trading up for Addison though if he falls to this spot, because Addison could go a little higher, but I can see him taking him right here. And Seattle, who do they have Seattle taking? Oh, they took Jalen Carter. I'm gonna have him taking Lucas Van Ness. They upgrade the D-line. Yeah, they upgrade the D-line. It's also kind of a best player available pick, like the most valuable position, probably.
Yeah.
So
Sure. They get 2 pretty good D-line players. I mean, I think Seattle would be happy with that.
yeah, it'd be a pretty good draft for the Seahawks. So yeah, and then the Chargers. I guess we're going back to the old. Actually, it's either, to be honest, it's either between Zay Flowers or Deontay Banks. They could use either one. But I think receiver's more of a need. I think they take Zay Flowers. He fits them a lot more. It's a perfect receiver for them. And the Ravens. Tough. It could be Quentin Johnson. Even Jalen Hyatt could be in the sneaky first round pick. You know, a guy I want to talk about, because I'm not gonna be able to talk about him a lot, is Jonathan Mingo. Jonathan Mingo is pretty underrated. I don't know why he's ranked 118 right here. He should not be 118. He's better than I think he's better than Cedric. He should be like ranked behind Jalen Hyatt right here. He should be in front of Cedric Tillman.
Yeah.
I don't know why this website hasn't. Yeah, he's gonna be a second round pick. he could be a sneaky first round pick. Since the Giants love him a lot too.
Oh.
So if the Giants decide to go quarterback in the first round, I think we go Mingo. I think we have to go Mingo in the second round. Because Mingo is like my... Yeah, if he's available. Mingo's one of my favorite players as well from this draft. He's pretty underrated. He reminds me a lot of Deebo Samuel. But he's like a mixture of Deebo Samuel, and he's able to do what AJ Brown can do too. So he's like a mixture of that. Like, those are like the shades of him. He doesn't play exactly like Deebo, but he also doesn't play exactly like AJ Brown. He's like in the middle of it. That's why he's like in the middle.
Oh, yeah, he could do both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to give him some love right there. Hyatt, I could see Hyatt going in the second round. I don't know about Downs. It would be pretty surprising if Downs goes in the first round. Especially, yeah, I don't think Downs goes in the first round. Hyatt can sneak in the first round. He's a lot like Zay Flowers. He's a little bit bigger though, but he's another speedster. But I think if the board falls like this for the Ravens, I don't think any of the receivers, maybe Quentin Johnson, maybe, but I don't really. If the board falls like this, I'm not really in love with the receiving options for Baltimore that much. So I think I'm gonna take. They also need cornerback because if you look at the roster, it's pretty. The defense is kind of depleted. The cornerback room, it's kind of basically just Marlon Humphrey and a bunch of nobodies. The defensive line too, it's kind of just like it's kind of depleted too, a little bit. So they could go edge, but I don't really like Isaiah Foskey that much. I would probably go. Keon White's probably better than Isaiah Foskey a little bit, to me.
Keon White.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like this website has some questionable rankings, like BJ Ojolari. I'd probably have him behind. I forgot how to say his name, but
I don't even know how to say that shit.
yeah, I would probably have him like at where Keon White is. I'd probably have him like at 50. If I had to rank all the players, he'd probably be around there. But Foskey would probably, yeah, I would probably put Keon White higher than. I would probably replace him with Foskey, but I'm gonna have him taking Deontay Banks. So they give some.
That was a good pick. Yeah, they keep him down there in Maryland.
Yeah, they got a partner for Marlon Humphrey because they lost Marcus Peters. So yeah, and Minnesota. I could flirt with this guy, Hendon Hooker. I could flirt with him, but I don't know. Don't know if I want to. I don't want to be that risky, but it could happen. Like,
yeah.
So, Brian Branch as well. Brian Branch, I like him to go here too, but I don't know. It's between Brian Branch and Hendon Hooker, to be honest. If a wide receiver falls to them, I think they can take wide receiver in the first round. Like if Addison's there, they can take Addison because they don't have Thielen anymore, and it's basically just Justin Jefferson. So I could see them taking Addison or Zay Flowers, but that's obvious. I don't think it's maybe Quentin Johnson, maybe. I really like two spots for Quentin Johnson though, and those are later in the draft. I like two spots more.
Okay. Yeah.
I think those spots will excel more than with Minnesota. So I think, yeah, it's a. I'm just gonna go crazy. Hendon Hooker's going to Minnesota.
Damn, actually.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, Hendon Hooker's going to Minnesota. Minnesota seems like they're kind of desperate for a quarterback because they might trade up. They could trade up, but I don't think they're going to trade up because it's too far. Because I don't think Arizona wants to trade from 3 to 20. I don't think Arizona wants to move from 3 to 23. I don't think they want to do that. And Minnesota doesn't have that much draft capital either to do that kind of trade. They would have to go to like 2026 year. They would have to go to like 2026 draft capital, and I don't think they're going to do that. So they could be Trey Lance's team too, but I don't think Trey Lance gets traded. So I think Hendon Hooker. I think they don't have that much picks, so it's going to be kind of hard for them to trade up. Or I don't think they have a second round. I don't think they have a second round pick either. So they wouldn't be able to get Hendon Hooker in the second round. So I think they
would have to take him in the first.
Yeah, I think they just bite the bullet. This is like a really crazy pick though. I'm not gonna lie about that. It's a pretty crazy pick, but it is kind of justifiable. I'm trying to justify it a little bit.
Yeah,
so
that one caught me off guard a bit.
Yeah, I usually would probably go Brian Branch, or even a quarterback. These guys are pretty underrated down here. Like Emmanuel Forbes, he could go. Clark Phillips too. I don't know why. See, this website's pissing me off, man, because Clark Phillips and Emmanuel Forbes are better than Keely Ringo, Cam Smith, DJ Turner is better than Keely Ringo and Cam Smith, to be honest with you. So even Tyreek Stevenson is at 71. That's a third round pick. He's gonna go in the second. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. This website pisses me off.
Billy Ringo as first rounder too.
Yeah, Kenny Ringo might be a second or third rounder. He didn't really play that much, so I don't really think you can trust him. Yeah. So, but yeah, Jacksonville needs corner, but I think they go Brian Branch. He's not gonna play corner. He's gonna play corner in Jacksonville. He's gonna be a slot corner in the NFL. He's not gonna play safety. I don't know why. So. They have him listed as a safety, but I think he played more snaps at slot cornerback for Alabama. But it's because when he was technically the safety, he was lining up in the slot. So it was kind of weird.
Oh, but, okay, yeah. He was classified as a safety though.
Yeah, he was classified as a safety. But to be honest with you, I think Brian Branch is pretty underrated. Like if the Giants are 25, they stick at 25. I think they should take him if he's there. He's pretty underrated. Like I think you could argue he would be. I think he's probably. I don't think it's gonna happen, but to me, you could argue that he's probably better than Joey Porter Jr. He's probably the third best. Like if he's just a quarterback, he's probably the third best one to me. But the NFL doesn't see like that, so I think he's pretty underrated. So he's probably gonna fall a little bit. And then the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers is also a tough pick. There's like it's questionable here. I don't know what Tampa Bay's gonna do, cause they could use a lot, to be honest with you. So like there's no quarterbacks worth taking anymore. Edge rusher, I guess you could go edge. Cornerback, they could use a corner. An interesting pick. If I just went full crazy, it would be Jimmy Gibbs. But I already went pretty crazy with Hendon Hooker, so I don't think I'm gonna go crazy again. It's either edge or corner. But I don't know. I don't know if they need more. They paid Jamal Dean a big contract, but they also lost Sean Murray Bunting. I guess they have Carlton Davis as well. So I guess we're gonna have him going. What is it called? Edge. I think we're gonna go Keon White. It looks like a reach, but to me it's not. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's a reach.
Like that just makes it look like a reach.
Yeah. Like at 25, if the Giants have 25 and if there's like no cornerbacks or receivers worth taking anymore, like I think Keon White would be a fine pick. So I would probably go with Keon White for the Bucks. Maybe I'm just high on Keon White, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people think Keon White's a first round pick at least. Maybe an early second. I don't think I'm the only one. So I think Keon White should go here. I just realized Michael Myers hasn't been selected enough. Fuck.
No.
Ooh. Oh, I think actually no. Yeah. Dallas is going Michael Myers.
Yeah.
I also saw a report that says that Dallas is not going to pass up on him if he gets there. So I think a lot of teams like Michael Myers. So maybe instead of JSN going to the Packers, maybe it's him. So you never know. But in this one, Michael Myers goes to the Cowboys at 26. And then the Bills. This is one of the spots I really like Quentin Johnson at. And I think I'm going to take him here.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Yeah. They need another receiving option. And I think it'll work out. The two spots I like him the most at is like I like him in Buffalo and Kansas City. If he's gonna work out if you want him to get his full potential, those are probably the best places for him to go. Is Buffalo and Kansas City. Just because we have Mahomes and Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Like he could I don't think Philly would take him. He doesn't really fit what Philly wants to do. New Orleans, I don't think I want to see him in New Orleans. And then Cincinnati doesn't need him. So a lot of the teams, yeah, maybe Arizona jumps him back. Arizona could take him because they also probably Hopkins is probably gonna get traded on draft night. I don't know about night 1, but probably night 2. Probably night 2.
I don't think he's worth a first anymore.
No, he's not worth a first. So maybe Buffalo might get DeAndre Hopkins. So this would just take him out of the way. This was just not. They wouldn't take Johnson if they knew they were gonna get Hopkins.
They wouldn't draft Quentin Johnson.
Yeah, they're not drafting Quentin Johnson. They're taking like. Maybe they're taking one of the guards, or maybe they just go best player available. Yeah. So yeah, and Cincinnati. Anton Harrison could be a sneaky first round pick. But I like Darnell Washington the most for them. Actually, Dante Kincaid's there too, so I don't know Dalton Kincaid could be a really good pick. I don't know. I like Darnell Washington just because Darnell Washington calls him the sixth offensive lineman because he can block. He can block like offensive lineman. So it would help. It would help Cincinnati a little bit with the offensive line. So I think.
Extra blocking, yeah.
Yeah. He's also 6'6". Like he's 6'6", 264. He's a big ass dude. So I think they go Darnell Washington here at 28, and then New Orleans. Actually, no, New Orleans is simple. Brian Breesy goes right here. They lost a lot of their interior defenders. They lost what's his name? They lost David Animata, Shai Tuttle. They're really weak at that spot right now. They also lost Marcus Davenport. He's more of an edge rusher, but he's also another D lineman. So they have to replenish that some way. So they get Brian Breesy here at 29, and then Philly also pretty questionable. But I think Philly walks away with a quarterback because I like a lot of. I really think they're gonna take a corner anymore. But I actually like a lot of people's points that maybe that they need an insurance plan for Darius Slay and James Bradbury. Yeah, more Darius Slay because Bradbury, you're hoping Bradbury still plays good for the most of his contract because he has a 3-year deal. You're hoping that Bradbury plays good all those years, or that he's still capable. Like I don't know how good Darius Slay is. I don't know how good Darius Slay is even going to be next year. So you never know. He's pretty old.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So you go. I think they go corner here. I think more corners are going to go. To be honest with you, I kind of went less cornerbacks right here. Like probably, like Minnesota. I'm just like going crazy right there. They probably take a corner. If the draft falls the way this way, they probably take a corner. Even the Giants, if they say 25, they probably take a corner. There's probably gonna be more cornerbacks taken. Like you're probably gonna see, in my personal opinion, you're probably gonna see Emmanuel Forbes and DJ Turner also be first round picks. I think these two dudes are gonna be first round picks.
Yeah.
I don't know about. I'll be pretty surprised if maybe Cam Smith, not so much, but Keely Ringo, I'll be pretty surprised if somebody takes him. Watch, oh my god, the Giants. Yeah, if the Giants take Keely Ringo, I'm done. Oh, I'm done. Oh, they take. There's like certain players I don't want the Giants. Like Quentin Johnson, I don't want him to take it there. Keely Ringo, fuck no. So.
God damn.
Offensive center too. I'm gonna be pretty fucking pissed if we take center in the first round. If I see John Michael Smith getting selected by the Giants in the first round, I'm gonna lose my shit. To be honest with you, Joe Tippmann or Luke Weippler. I don't want any of them in the first round.
No,
if they take any of these in the first round, yeah. If they take one of the centers in the first round, I'm gonna be so disappointed. Cause what's his name? This is really not positional value either. Because Joe Shane, I remember last year was like, he clamors about positional value. Taking a center in the first round ain't positional value. Like to be honest, like I know we need center, but I would rather just take another edge if you want a center, if you want over center. Cause it's like I think you're fine at. I think guards are a little bit more important than center. Like I think you could do fine with like a average center and like decent guards. I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I don't think you need like a top tier center. Like, cause if you're drafting a center in the first round, he better be a fucking Pro Bowl or at least somewhat in his career. You know, I'm drafting a fucking center in the first round. Cause I ain't drafting like Tyler Linderbaum. He was a first round pick because you knew he was gonna be good automatically. You knew at the very least he was gonna be a solid center for you. So that's why you take him. John Michael Smith, I don't know how good he's gonna really be. To me, he probably has a ceiling. He's probably like an average guy, but I don't want an average guy at worst. I'm trying to,
first round pick,
yeah. If I'm my first round pick, I'm trying to look for the most potential player type. I'm trying to look for the most potential. That's what you're trying to look for, because especially like because a lot of people think this draft's a little bit weak compared to other years. It probably is a little bit weak at other positions compared to other years. So a lot of people think there's only like 15 first round players. So a lot of the GMs. So in this type of draft, you're looking for the highest potential. And like in a weak draft class like this, compared to other years, you're looking for highest potential players. Maybe. So I wouldn't really want a center. I would be pretty mad. But let's get back to topic. Here, I'm gonna have the Eagles going Emmanuel Forbes. Yeah, they could groom him. Yeah, they could groom Emmanuel Forbes to be. They could groom him to be one of the best corners in the NFL, sitting behind Slay and Bradbury. Even Avonte Maddox. You really don't have to throw him on the field this year. He can be your fourth quarterback. So yeah, he'll get a lot of mentoring in Philadelphia.
He'll get a shot once the other vets get older.
Yeah, I could also see him going to Jameer Gibbs though, because a lot of people like Jameer Gibbs. If they don't get Bijan, I could see.
Yeah.
I would see Gibbs maybe at the end of the first round, and if what is it called? If Kalijah Kancey's on the board, they might take him. So.
Oh yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, I just wanted to go something different here, cause actually I like the idea of them. I like the idea of them taking the corner a little bit more. And then the Chiefs, I think I'm gonna go a little bit on Ryan here too, but there's 3 players I like for the Chiefs the most. Not Kalijah Kancey. Actually, Kalijah Kancey a little bit. There's actually 4 players I like the most. I like Dalton Kincaid, Kalijah Kancey, and I like Anton Harrison, and I like Will McDonald. There's 4 players that I think the Chiefs would be fine with, and I think those are the 4 players that they would take if they're there. I just don't.
Kincaid?
Yeah, I think they could take Dalton Kincaid. I don't think they are, but I think they could. I think there's a chance. I'm probably leaning towards Kalijah Kancey just because he's the best player available, and he probably has the highest chance of being. He probably has the highest chance of being good. I could also see Will McDonald. They need a replacement for Frank Clark. So I think Anton Harrison. Yeah, Anton Harrison's probably not going to be selected. He's probably like the 4th option. If I had to rank these guys, it'll probably be Kalijah Kancey 1, McDonald 2, Kincaid 3, and then Anton Harrison 4. Kincaid is basically just like if they wanted to. If Andy Reid can develop him, he can be another Travis Kelce. But
that'd be insane,
yeah. Like imagine if Kelce retires and you just get a new one after that. That would be pretty crazy.
Oh man, yeah, that would.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Would you see it? Would you do it? Pull the trigger on it?
I would do it if I was a GM of the Chiefs. I would do it personally, but I don't know if I don't know if they're gonna do it because they're also another team like the Eagles that look at positional value. A lot of the years, they usually don't. Other than that 1 year they took a running back in the first round, which is a bad decision. They usually take offensive linemen. They usually take quarterbacks. They usually take D linemen. They usually take one of those 3. So they could be feeling a little risky. But in order to continue to be good, though, you have to continue to take you have to make decisions like this. So I'm gonna just, if you want to be a dynasty, you have to bet on it, man. So they're gonna take Dalton Kincaid. So I just want to. You see, I already know my mock draft's gonna suck, so I just went crazy a little bit. I think my mock draft. I already know it ain't gonna be anywhere close to what it's actually gonna be. So I was just like, I was just like, yeah. Let's just do something different. So
yeah. I mean, and you were able to explain it pretty well. So I mean, I can't get mad at it.
Yeah, I explained every single pick basically to why it could happen.
Much, it's not
like, I'm not just fucking
some stuff out.
I'm not just throwing whatever out there. So yeah, that actually turned out a little bit better than I thought it was gonna be. It was a little bit more realistic.
It's gonna be a bit more chaotic in
here. Yeah. So the only thing that'll probably change is probably like there'll probably be a little bit more trades, like in the 20 area. A lot of teams trade in the 20s.
Oh yeah. That's why I'm gonna have I have a hard time predicting like trades and stuff like that.
I just did the trades just to make it more fun because it's gonna be pretty boring if I just did every single pick. I had to do something different. But yeah, let's get into your mock draft then.
Alright, so number 1 is probably the most easiest one. We got Bryce Young. Okay, so I tell you, we don't need to explain it. He's like minus 1,000 right now, and so it's not really like much competition. I don't really believe the Will Levis stuff as much as it would be pretty funny to see Frank Reich go with Will Levis. I really can't see it happening. So we're gonna get that out the way. Number 2 is where it gets pretty interesting, though. Number 2, it really should be Will Anderson. Because Will Anderson, in my opinion, is a better player.
Yeah.
But the Texans, I'd say they're a team that likes to make interesting decisions. They like to make interesting decisions. And they're going to go with whoever's higher on their board. And it's not going to be Will Anderson. They're going to stay with defense. But they're going to get their guy. It's going to be Tyree Wilson. I hope the Texans do this. I really do. I really do. So they get their edge rusher, not Will Anderson. I'll take it. I'll take it. Number 3. I'd say this whole top. Oh man, this gets really interesting here. You know what, screw it. I'm gonna go with the Kyler Murray. I think Kyler Murray does have some influence. I don't think that. You see, it's tough for me to find a team to trade up with them though. Like you said, like if Paris Johnson gets to the Bears, they're not letting him slide. I don't
Yeah.
know what other team would trade up that's within that range. Atlanta, Vegas, Detroit, Seattle. I don't think they would. Either one of them would trade up. So, man, you weren't gonna go too crazy with it. I'm gonna go crazy with it. I thought it's gonna be Paris Johnson. I just got a feeling it might actually end up being Paris Johnson. Oh man, Will Anderson's still on the board. That's tough. Damn, that's tough. Oh man, I'm kind of starting to regret my decisions now.
Yeah, actually, I didn't talk about it in my mock draft, but I can actually see Will Anderson falling. Some people they said his floor is probably like Atlanta at 8. They said he could fall. So
Bro, Atlanta?
yeah, they said he could fall.
Crazy, bro. Holy shit. I don't think
So
I'm actually kind of starting to regret my decisions already, bro. It's only been 3 picks. Because I can't see Will Anderson going that.
yeah,
Damn,
I
that's
just
crazy.
I just think Paris Johnson might be, the Paris Johnson could be smoke. I don't know, but I think it might happen though. I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
could see it happening. I could
Yeah.
I could like legitimately see it happening. I don't see a team that's gonna be able to trade up with them. This one is also very interesting, right? Because you got your choice of 3. You got your choice of 3 quarterbacks. Hold on, where are they at? Okay, there you go. You got C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, and Will Levis. I think they got interest in every single one of them. I think that each one probably has their different preferences. If I had a guess, Chris Ballard, I'd probably say Anthony Richardson. If that was his decision, I think he would get Anthony Richardson because he's more into traits, and I think he believes in the coaching staff to develop him. He sees the physical abilities that Richardson has. He believes he could be molded into a great player. I think if it was up to Ballard, like 100%, just straight Ballard's decision with nobody else, I think it would be Anthony Richardson. If it's straight Jim Irsay's decision, I think it's going to be Will Levis. Because, I'll tell you, he already got praise. He got some high praise from the Mannings. And I know Jim Irsay takes that stuff pretty seriously. Jim Irsay, whatever Peyton says, he's going to take that seriously. If it's up to Jim Irsay, it's going to be Will Levis. Shane Steichen, I could also see Anthony Richardson. But I feel like there's probably some other scouts in the department that are going to try to influence C.J. Stroud as well. And so it's really, I don't really think it's a clear-cut guy. Maybe there is within, like internally, they might have their clear-cut guy. But honestly, I don't know.
I think they probably do have the clear guy they want, but they probably also have to watch the board. Yeah, they also have to watch the board because it's like Houston could still take a quarterback, like, even though it doesn't look like they're going to take a quarterback. They could still just like they could still take a quarterback. And Arizona could find
possibility. Yeah.
So they probably do. They probably do have the consensus quarterback, but I don't think they're gonna. Obviously, they're not gonna say it. But they probably don't know. They don't even know he's gonna be there for sure. So, yeah.
Man, okay. Who I want us to pick is C.J. Stroud. It's been C.J. Stroud. Who I think we're gonna pick. Man,
To be honest with you, if I wanted to make bold predictions, I think that if I wanted to change a little bit of my mock draft, I'd probably say Arizona somehow gets Paris Johnson, and the Colts get Richardson. If I wanted to change it a little bit.
If you want to change it, yeah.
If I wanted to make bold predictions, those would probably be my bold predictions. So
that's not even bold though, cause like
yeah, it's not bold.
I'm really leaning towards Richardson right now. I'm really leaning towards Richardson. It's gonna be hard to pass on Stroud though. And I tell you, I think Jim Irsay really values what Payton thinks. Like, if he says Will Levis is a guy, I'm pretty sure Jim Irsay is going to have some influence and be like, oh, yeah, we need to get Will Levis.
Yeah.
So, shit. If I were to pick one off of Ballard's history and what I think Shane Steichen believes he could develop, I'm going to draft Anthony Richardson. I'm not the most confident in it. Honestly, I could see it being either one of the three. I would love it to be CJ Stroud. I think that Ballard and Steichen see the upside with Richardson. We already got Gardner Minshew there to start a few games if he needs to. And throw in Richardson after what? Like, you could give him a few weeks on the bench. He's probably going to get some reps this year, though. And yeah, they could build a crazy offense with Richardson and Taylor in the backfield. Kind of try to rebuild the offensive line again in the later rounds, and you might have something crazy there. I think that's going to be the move. I think when it's all said and done, Anthony Richardson is going to be the pick for Indianapolis, but it would not surprise me if it was any of the other two. Number 5. Okay. A bunch of people have this guy as the best defensive player on the board. And I tell you, it's a position of need right now for Seattle. You get a good 3 technique and, bro, you're set. So they're going to run to the podium. Like he said, Jalen Carter is going to be the pick here for Seattle. I think you can pretty much lock it in at this point if Jalen Carter is available. Anthony Richardson is off the board too. You don't really have much doubt, really. So, Jalen Carter. Number 6. I think it's got to be a corner right here. Got to be a corner. I don't see him. Oh, man. It's tough seeing CJ Stroud fall for whatever reason. Shit. Okay. Corner. I'm gonna have to take Christian Gonzalez. Top corner. I think they'll end up snagging Christian Gonzalez. The Raiders. Raiders, they got some O-line, I think. Shit. You had brought up Peter Skoronski. I was thinking that in my head, like the whole time. I was thinking Peter Skoronski, and then when you brought it up, it's like, oh, damn, okay, maybe I might actually be right. I thought it was just, like, making stuff up in my head for some reason. But then you brought it up, and it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense, and it makes sense.
Yeah, no, I saw a report that said it's either between Skoronski or Christian Gonzalez.
Okay, so in this case, Christian Gonzalez is off the board. Yeah, Peter Skoronski's a pick right here. Number 8. Oh, man. Bijan Robinson's on the board. Atlanta has had a tendency for making the flashy pick. I'm not going to go there. I think they build up their defense. Will Anderson's on the board. Oh, my God, bro. Will Anderson. Like, I'm really starting to... Oh, man, I'm starting to question myself a lot. I'm starting to question myself a lot.
Yeah, I think Will Anderson probably goes before this. That's probably the
yeah.
I don't think he falls.
Yeah, I'm starting to question everything now.
If he falls this far, it's going to be fucking crazy. Cause this is, yeah. I think somebody takes him at least. Maybe at the Detroit Lions take him. Maybe.
Yeah, I could see Detroit, bro. If they were to get Will Anderson and Aiden Hutchinson, that would be insane.
Maybe even the Raiders, because the Raiders, Chandler Jones isn't very good anymore. So maybe they just like.
Pretty old.
Yeah. Maybe they just go with him.
You said the Raiders do that. The Raiders need some edge rush too. Oh shit. The Raiders might be able to do. Oh man, I already picked for them. Okay, you know what, Atlanta. That's great. I'm starting to regret this. I think my stuff's already wrong. But
yeah, if Will Anderson's already this far, I think you just take him. I don't think. I don't think
that's crazy. I don't honestly. Now that
like I can't.
I don't think he goes past Vegas, but. I mean, I'm not gonna restart now, so we're gonna just keep rolling with it.
Yeah, if the draft all like this, I don't even think about Bijan anymore. I don't even Bijan's not even a thought in my mind anymore if Will Anderson's there, so it's just like
Will Anderson's available. Yeah, I think they gotta take Will Anderson. If he's still available, that would be insane. Chicago, yeah. Oh damn, Paris Johnson's off the board.
Yeah, he's gone.
And Skoronski's off the board. Oh shoot, damn! I kind of shot myself in the foot right there.
Yeah, I think Broderick Jones. I think they might go defense now if they fall like this. I don't know. If I saw it like this, Broderick Jones, maybe Broderick Jones, but it would be like they could. It would be more of like a. It would probably. I would probably lean towards the defense right here, if I was them in this spot. But I don't know.
Cause shit, you know what the? Oh man, that's crazy.
I don't know. It depends on how much you like Broderick Jones.
Yeah. Off the board. Shit.
Cause I'd probably.
Jawanski or Paris Johnson.
I would probably put Broderick Jones in that range with the Patriots and the Jets, if I was. If I was there. Yeah. But I could go with him though.
Oh man, cause you had that trade down idea with
Houston. Yeah.
Yeah. That might put him in range too. Houston gets to jump Tennessee. I don't want to copy your exact trade though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's good. You can do it. Doesn't matter really, because it's just like I don't know who else would go for Stroud. Maybe Tennessee. Maybe Tennessee trades. I don't know why Tennessee would trade up though. Cause it would be like I don't know. Maybe you just go crazy. And Minnesota trades up. Imagine. That'd be fucking crazy.
No,
that would make sense.
No, I was considering that. I was really considering that. It was just I was trying to see how long C.J. Stroud would fall.
Yeah.
Before Minnesota goes and pulls the trigger, because I honestly can't see them doing it.
Maybe I don't know if Chicago will do the trade though because they're in their division though. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's why Chicago. I can't see it being Chicago. Philadelphia maybe. If Philadelphia wants to move all the way back again to have 2 late round picks, but they got a top 10 pick. I don't think they would want to mess that up, especially when they got a later round pick already. I don't think they would necessarily want to trade back from this spot.
Yeah.
Bears, you know what? They gotta stick with. Yeah, I'm going Broderick Jones, offensive tackle. They keep that. All right, no trades so far. Keeping it pretty clean. Honestly, it's pretty tough to project the trades. I'm not gonna lie. QBs are still fun. We still got C.J. Stroud, Will Levis on the board, and I don't really see what teams could kind of fit them. 10 though. Eagles say put. I've had this pick for a while. Yeah, they end up taking Bijan Robinson out of Texas. It's going to create a whole new dynamic in the offense. A whole lot more explosiveness on all levels. The running game, the passing game. He could do it all. The Eagles are going to become even more better on offense than they were last year, which is kind of a shock. But this is. I feel like this is the right pick. I mean, maybe with Howie Roseman's history, he might pass up on it. Honestly, I think it's too good to pass up on. Bijan Robinson heading over to Philadelphia. Tennessee, though, man. Okay, here's where it gets interesting. You got 3 QBs: Stroud, Levis, Hooker. I don't think they take Hooker over any of the other 2. Honestly, can't see C.J. Stroud on the Titans.
No, I don't think. I think if Tennessee would take a quarterback, it would probably be a.
Will Levis.
Yeah, Will Levis. Right here, yeah, it would be Will Levis. Yeah. The only quarterbacks I can see them getting in this draft is Will Levis and Richardson. I don't think they would take Stroud.
I don't think. Yeah, no. That's why. Okay, so I'm not the only one that thinks that. I see. There's not really any other positions that they might go to.
They could take receiver if they don't need a quarterback. Because they have no receivers.
Yeah, that's facts.
So if you don't want to give them quarterback, they go receiver. They have legit no receivers except for Burks, and Burks didn't play that much last year, so.
Yeah, Jackson Smith.
Or I would say a tackle, but this is like all tackles are fucking.
Receiver is the bigger need right now.
Yeah.
Going Jackson's. Oh man, but I've seen that they've been meeting with Will Levis too. I wouldn't be surprised if they wanted Will Levis. Man. You know what? Go Jackson's from Majuba. To the Titans, I think it makes sense. They get positional need, and they're not ready to completely throw in the towel already, because I think they still want to try to compete for the division. I think they still kind of think that they got a shot in the division. They're not too far removed from like 3 straight playoff appearances and #1 seed last year. They're not that far removed from that. I don't think they'll just completely buy into a new QB already, even though he kind of fell into that lap. Damn, that's crazy. Texans at number 12. I don't know if they. Oh man.
I don't know. I don't know. I think if it was just that, they would just take him down. I think it would just be like a fucking. Tampa Bay could have been one of the teams to trade up. I think he missed out on them on 9. They could have traded up. because they don't have a quarterback either. Yeah, but I don't think. I think it's too late now. I think they would just stick there. This would be like this would be fucking crazy if this happened on draft night. Fucking Will Levis and Stroud right after 12.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Man, that's pretty tough. Is there any team that would want to trade up? This honestly seems like a prime spot for Minnesota. I don't know how sold Houston is on CJ Stroud, because I feel like if they really wanted CJ Stroud, they would have drafted him at 2. I don't think they would risk waiting on him to number 12. And there was already rumors of Will Levis going, like, being the favorite at number 2. And that was pretty recently, too. I think if they were really sold on Stroud, they would have drafted him at 2. Will Levis to the Texans. That might be a pretty crazy pick, but
I think this is crazier than my draft now. This is crazier than mine.
Yeah.
So just yeah, it doesn't really matter anymore. I thought mine was crazy.
Yeah, dropping around you is probably gonna be a bit crazy.
It's been crazy for a while. So yeah, it doesn't really matter what goes on anymore. Yeah, it's just pretty.
Yeah. Okay.
It could happen though. The draft's pretty crazy right now. So.
Okay.
But yeah.
We got Will Levis right here, and CJ Stroud is still falling. But I'm pretty sure I know what team he's gonna end up on. Yeah, I know who's gonna end up taking him. Oh, okay. Do the Packers want to trade out of this? Nah, I'm gonna wait up on it. They get Michael Mayer. They get a receiver for Jordan Love. I tell you, a bunch of teams. It's been rumored that they love Michael Mayer, and so I think this is a reasonable pick for Green Bay. Next up, okay, the Patriots. Let's see, Vikings are 23. That Giants and Bears deal, it was just 2 first-round picks, right?
Yeah. It was like 2 first-round picks in the second or third. I don't remember.
Second?
It was like it was 2.
Oh, okay.
No, it was 2 first-round. It was 2 first-round picks in the third, I think. Pretty sure that's what it was. Mm-hmm. I think it might have been a 6 as well. It was something like that.
Where they at? New England. Alright. 23. And he says 6.
Yeah, and a third. Well, they don't got a third.
Third and a 6. They don't have it.
Yeah.
What's 87? 87's the 4th, right?
Yeah. Just give him that.
4th. Yeah. 4th.
Give him a 6 next year. Yeah, give him a 6 next year too.
Oh, okay. So okay.
I don't know if they're gonna accept that, but
Just to make sure. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, okay. It got accepted.
Oh, there you go. See?
Yeah, I think Minnesota would get extremely lucky if this happened. I said I don't think Chicago expected Justin Fields to drop this low when he did. Minnesota, they missed out on that. They wanted to trade up, like at that exact spot, to get Justin Fields. They weren't able to get the trade done. This year they're able to get it done for his predecessor, the next Ohio State QB in line, and they end up taking CJ Stroud. I think this makes sense for both teams, and Minnesota is going to be a problem. Minnesota is going to be a problem in the future. Okay, that's probably my biggest trade of the night, man. That's probably the biggest trade. If he falls this far, I honestly see that's like Minnesota's range. That's where I could see Minnesota going and jumping up and like snagging one of these guys.
I think Tampa too.
Tampa. Oh yeah, Tampa. Yeah, that's true. I'm not too sure about Tampa. All right, Jets. Darnell Wright projected to go 17. Well, he's a 17th ranked player on this board. I think, Jets want to beef up their O-line. They got lucky that moving down those 2 spots didn't really affect them too much in that Green Bay trade. They're still able to land an offensive tackle. They'll get Darnell Wright right here. Washington Commanders. All right. Oh, Devin Witherspoon is still on the board. Okay, yeah, give me Devon Witherspoon. Steelers. Okay, we've been mocking this one pretty much a lot. Joey Porter Jr. ending up in Pittsburgh. I think Steelers fans want to see it. I think the Steelers want to see it. It makes sense for both sides. Detroit. Shoot. Okay. Who's the best player available right now? Miles Murphy. Oh, yeah. You had Miles Murphy going here, too.
Yeah.
It does make sense, yeah. Okay, Miles Murphy. This one does make sense. Tampa Bay. I can't see it being Brian Branch. Okay. I got this. Okay. Brian Branch goes to Tampa Bay. And then Nolan Smith ends up in Seattle. And Seattle gets extra edge rush with Nolan Smith. And then they also get Jalen Carter in the draft. If Nolan Smith falls to them, I think it's going to be pretty tough for them to pass up on. Brian Branch in Tampa Bay, I think it's a good fit for them. They need help on their defense, especially after losing some players. Right here is where we see a run of receivers, though. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Receivers. Jordan Addison. I don't know. You say he's more like a Keenan Allen type of player, right?
No, that's Jason. Jordan Addison's.
Smith and Jigba. Yeah.
Jordan Addison would be. That's probably who the Chargers would take.
If he's still on the board, right? Yeah, Jordan Addison.
Yeah. Yeah, they would take him.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Ravens. Yeah, I think they're still with Quentin Johnson. I've been mocking this one a lot to them. I think it makes sense for them. Quentin Johnson going to Baltimore. I talked about it in the previous mocks. He's a different type of receiver than what they already have with Odell, Bateman, and Duvernay. So, it's a solid. Yeah, they've been trying to get help at receiver for a long time. And they're also trying to help Lamar Jackson stay. So, I think it's the right move for Baltimore. Adding some weapons and a new offensive system as well. Patriots are in a pretty tough spot right here. Actually, no. Deontay Banks is still there. You can see Deontay Banks heading to New England, wouldn't you? If he's still
that makes sense.
Especially at 23. Yeah. Deontay Banks going out here to New England. Jacksonville. Okay, let's see. Who's the top defense? Lucas Van Ness, Isaiah Foskey, Brian Breesy, Clyde Chikansey. They're like going D-line a lot. Kalijah Cansey, that would make sense in Jacksonville, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What do they have with their D-tackle?
Yeah.
I can see them doing that.
Brian Breesy's probably more of a scheme fit, but I can see him going with Kalijah Cansey. Kalijah Cansey is just betting off potential more.
Okay, yeah. They kind of showed that last year with Trevon Walker. Trying to get some more potential. Yeah. Let's go Cansey. New York. Okay, let's see what receivers are on the board. Oh, yeah. Zay Flowers is still on the board. I don't think the Giants pass on him, right?
Maybe they do. I don't think they would. If he's there,
especially if Deontay Banks isn't there.
If this happened in the real draft, yeah, they probably take Zay Flowers. I don't think.
Zay Flowers, yeah.
I don't think they pass on him. Maybe they take. Maybe they take Forbes, but I think they probably take him. I don't think they pass on him.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Zay Flowers. Okay, Dallas. Okay, let's see what's going on right here. With Dallas. Oh shoot, Lucas Van Ness is still on the board. Damn. Kind of forgot about him. Shoot.
I was when I saw Devon Witherspoon falling, I thought you were gonna forget about him too. I was like, damn. When he fell, I forgot what he fell to. I thought you forgot about him totally.
Oh, he was in Washington.
Yeah. Washington. I wasn't gonna say anything, calling to see how far he was gonna fall until you noticed him.
Yeah. Once we got to Washington, I remembered about him. Shoot. Okay, Dallas. Oh man. Okay. They do want some. You can see him going tight end here, right? You had Michael Mayer going to Dallas.
Yeah. I could see them passing on Kincaid. He has some back problems. That's why I don't know.
More sold on Mayer.
Yeah, I'm a lot more sold on Mayer. He's had some back problems most of his career. That's probably why. If Kincaid didn't have those back problems, he'd probably be a top 15 pick. But he has back problems, so
Worried about his back problems.
yeah, they could take him though. I'm not that much sold on him, but they could take him. I could also see guard though, Steve Avila. I could see him taking him.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, because you had mentioned that last time, and it seems like it's probably a good pick. It does seem like Dallas would end up doing something like this. They like their old linemen, especially when you see a guy out of TCU too. Yeah, they're gonna like to see that. So bringing Steve Avila here to Dallas, number 27. All right, let's see what we got here. Downs, Jane Height. All right, let's see what we got here on defense. Damn, Lucas. Oh man, I just said that right. I don't think they would pass. I don't think that Buffalo would let him drop any lower.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't. They wouldn't let him pass. They would just take him.
Yeah.
You could never.
That's player available right there.
Yeah, you could never have enough edge rushers. So yeah, you would just take him.
I'm not taking that. Yeah, they'll take that any day. All right. Okay, Cincinnati's probably gonna be offense. That's the offensive tackle. Anton Harrison, DeJuan Jones. Let's see. Kincaid is still there. Darnell Washington.
Cody Mauch could be a first round pick. A sneaky first round pick. Cody Mauch, the offensive tackle. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I don't think they get taken.
North Dakota State.
Hey, he looks funny. He has like a huge ass beard. He has long hair. Looks pretty funny.
Yeah.
He's a redneck too. He's like a redneck type of dude. He looks pretty funny. But yeah, I just wanted to mention him. I forgot to talk about him in my mock draft. He's a pretty fun player. But yeah,
I think they get O-line help. Anton Harrison, you can see him being a first rounder, right?
yeah, I could see that happening. Late first round pick.
First round.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's that Morris, man. New Orleans? Ah, damn, that's pretty tough. Shit. Who's their QB? Oh, they got Derek Carr. Yeah, they're not doing that. Ryan Breesy is here still, I think. I don't think he slides any further. Let Brian Breesy go to New Orleans. Like he said, too, they also need some help down low in the interior of their defensive line. So we'll take that. Okay. Will McDonald, Isaiah Foskey, Corner Kalingo, Daniel Forbes. Let's see who's still available. Kincaid, Will McDonald. Will McDonald, you could see him being a first round pick, right?
Yeah, Will McDonald. Didn't go the first.
Get another edge rusher. Who would you have between Will McDonald or Isaiah Foskey? Because you just said right now you're not too high on Isaiah Foskey.
Well, I would definitely probably say Will McDonald. I would probably even put Keon White over them too. I would probably pick Keon White over them too. But if you're just talking about Foskey and McDonald, I'd pick McDonald.
Yeah, okay. And so you're saying the board is just kind of overrating them. What you're thinking?
I believe. Yeah. Both of them. Overrated. A little bit.
Yeah, I think they end up. Oh, shoot. Okay. You know, I'm going to just copy your pick because I'm not really too sure about Kansas City. So I'm going to just copy yours, Dalton Kincaid, right there. And so, yeah, I'm not sure how. I'd say I started doubting myself after I saw Will Anderson get this low. But there's some picks. Once I started getting it more into a groove a bit, I think it started getting a bit better.
Yeah, the only range I could be the range that's probably the craziest for you is probably that top 8 range is probably a little crazy. That's probably after you got out of the teens, like in the 20s, it looks pretty normal. Like it doesn't look anything crazy.
Yeah,
like it's not.
I think it was after the Will Levis one.
Yeah, after that, it's pretty fine.
Well, I guess you could say CJ Stroud.
Yeah, probably after the Vikings win. Actually, yeah, after the Vikings win, everything else seems like it's pretty normal.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, it was just at the beginning. It's like, oh man, I tell you, as soon as I saw Will Anderson falling, I'm like, oh boy, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah. Some people think that there's only 2 quarterbacks in the top 10, so you might predict it right, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. And I honestly can't see Houston ending up with CJ. Like I just don't. I think if they were really sold on C.J. Stroud, he would go number 2.
Yeah, alright then. That's gonna do it for the 24th episode of the Playmaker Pod. Yeah, our mock drafts are probably not gonna be accurate at all. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. It's a yeah. Last year, Albert Breer had the closest mock draft, and he only predicted 6 picks, only 6.
Ah shit.
And he knows the shit, man. He talks to these teams. So I don't know. Mine was just fucking pulled out of my ass, basically. So
Yeah, for real.
I don't think
Damn.
like he predicted 6 correctly at the position at the exact pick. 6. That was the highest. So
Other than that, yeah, you can't really.
Mel Kiper only predicted 2, and it was like I think it was Trayvon Walker and Aiden Hutchinson. So it wasn't hard.
Oh man, yeah, that was like the easiest one.
Yeah, and Daniel Jeremiah only predicted 4. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see if we could get better than Mel Kiper.
Yeah, better than Mel Kiper. Yeah. Peter Schrager's mock draft was actually pretty accurate last year,
Last year? Oh man.
but it wasn't that much. It was like 4 picks. Well, he predicted some players, but they just went at different picks. Like it was like
Oh, okay, yeah. They just got picked at different times.
yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you never know.
Alright, yeah. Let's see how the draft ends up, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. We're
Yeah.
just less than 48 hours away.
Hopefully, I want it to be crazy because that's only.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not.
Chaos.
It's only gonna matter to me if it's crazy. Like if it's just like if it's just boring, it's not gonna be like exciting to me.
I could see it getting pretty dramatic.
Yeah.
Especially with what Houston doing. I don't know what's going on in Houston.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on either. But yeah, well, that's gonna do it for the 24th episode. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to the video. Thank you guys for watching.